am here to do my review for Temptation Island, episode 3 and 4, majority just 4. Um, I was kind of surprised that Alexis left Kendall's room. They're both so damn thirsty. I just couldn't take it. But I was real surprised that she didn't do it. Maya and Julian. I think that Maya is going to make Julian realize that his girl does have the qualities that he wants, but he may still move on because she's still just it's just not her. I don't believe that it's her. I They have been together for forever, and I think he probably loves all the things that she is, and all the things that she stands for, but it's just her, period, because they wouldn't be there. And I just think that Maya is going to open up his eyes to certain other things maybe that he wants or wants different, and that they may leave together, Maya and or Julian and Kristen, but I don't think they'll stay together much longer because I still think that this I don't think that this will bring them closer. They may feel that it did, but once they get back home, I think the old ways will still be what keeps them from staying together or getting married, if that's obviously what Kristen wants. Aaron and Evan. I was surprised that Aaron asked Evan out on a date because I really thought that Evan was going to end up with Kristen. I kind of thought it was going to be like the season 1 couple thing, like the people who, had a little disagreement in the beginning left together. Um, but I see why Aaron does like Evan. I think his lively personality is a little something different than what Corey has, and I don't know. I do believe that Aaron will go home with Corey, and like maybe realize that he is enough. But then again, she could leave by herself. I don't see her really leaving with anyone there so far, but um, I'm not really sure. Like I don't know. I think it's a strong possibility that she could leave by herself. Yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards her leaving by herself than her actually staying with Corey. I just think that she's gonna see, of course, she wants what she wants, but she's gonna have to realize that maybe what she wants isn't what's best for her, but she's still going to. I don't know. I just don't see her leaving with Corey. I hope they do stay together though. I like them as a couple. Amanda is playing her cards right. She does speak on Erin, but I don't think she downs her like some of the other girls down the other ladies to try to take their man. Amanda is like, that person who sits back and speaks when spoken to, but sits and observes and takes it all in and lets the person come to them, and that will draw Corey in because he's going to be like, oh, she's a listener, she's so understanding, blah 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 blah. And I think that will tempt him to possibly leave with someone else. I don't think any girl being aggressive with him would have made him want to leave his girlfriend Erin. But Amanda, she might pull him. I don't know. Chelsea and Tom. It's so weird. I wonder if she feels like it's weird because her boyfriend's name is Tom. I guess you don't have to worry about calling him the wrong name. But I definitely think they're going to be together. I definitely think she's leaving with him. I love them two together, even though, it was only an episode, but I love their vibe together. It's pretty cool. And Blake, sat back and got jealous, and sometimes you have to know how to play the game, and in that, like, you have to be, you have to sit back and not like cause drama, because it's always going to be, you know, men talk just as much as women, and they tell just as much as women. So, nothing that you say is really going to be kept secret. So he should have just chilled, and he might have been able to pull her, but he effed up really bad. Um, Sophia with Thomas, I don't see them leaving together. I don't see him actually trying to leave with any of the women there. I think that he is having fun playing, and it's only going to take it this close to the line of being disrespectful without disrespecting his girlfriend. I definitely don't see him. I mean, he's going to open up, of course, and there's going to be, it, I think that he's going to realize him playing and flirting and all these things that he's doing that she does not like is not gonna make him happy. It's not going to replace his happiness that he has with Chelsea. I do really think that this is going to kind of make him realize what he has and understand what he wants. And he may, cut out some of the flirting. I mean, I don't think he's going to cut out all of it, but he may cut out some of it. And they might be able to make it, but I really think I'm rooting for Tom. I don't know why. I just am. I hate when, especially when it's so early, when the guys get jealous, guys or girls get jealous of someone else, of like the person who they, like, asking someone else out on a date. You still got to, I mean, it's human nature to get jealous, but you still have to, be reserved about it. Keep it all on the inside. Like, go fight your pillow, or, bite it, scream somewhere, just like, you look stupid acting that way on TV. Like, you look very stupid, and nobody understands why you're acting that way after the third date, because it's not like she's just singly, stayed with Shaq, or Chelsea singly stayed with Blake. They still, were amongst the crowd. So it wasn't like she was there with you, 24 hours a day for those 3 days, and then, or 3 dates, or leading up to 3 dates, and then she just decided to be with somebody else. Like, I mean, give her space, and then if she wants to be with you, she'll come to you. But you acting a fool is not going to make her think, oh my God, that's how much he likes me, he's going to act an ass. Like, no, that doesn't always work with every woman, or vice versa. I thought it was very funny that, they're saying Blake the fake, and then he, says whatever he wants to say, and then goes and sits down, and then Shaq, or Shaquille, well, however he calls himself, comes over, and he's, taking his side. And I think he's only taking his side because he was, him and Blake were one of the two people who the women they liked asked someone else out on a date. But Blake says you should go over there and say something to them. And Shaquille gets up and leaves and goes to say something. And Blake says, well, I'm about to go to the bathroom. He played the hell out of you. Why would you go fight his battle? They're not saying Shaquille anything. They're saying Blake the fake, which I'm just like, he played the F out of you. Like, literally played the F out of you. Erica and Jesse, I think that she does. I think that she will leave with him. I think that he is going to show her, um, of course, everything that she wants, and it may be actually genuine. He may be that type of person, and she's just gonna think of, like, when she finally said that Kendall cheated on her, which, I mean, who didn't know that? Like, you can just tell by his demeanor. He has no care for her at all. Um, so I do think that Jesse is definitely going to be Erica's pick. Kendall and Alexis, they are both the thirstiest. Kendall, like, he's so corny to me. Like, he's very corny, and I think to have, for him to think he has himself so much together, he's like so damaged and so broken. Or no, 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 no. He's very. I think he's an insecure person, and I think that his accomplishments are, what he tries to show, pump his chest up or whatever, but inside I think that he's very insecure. um so we get to him and Alexis again the next day. Like I said, I'm surprised that she didn't sleep with him that the night before. What would you go back to his room for? And I mean, basically her conversation was leading up to her going to have sex with him, and then I don't know what happened that made her change her mind, but um, I guess a lot happens in 24 hours, or maybe there's more than 24 hours in between and we just don't know. But what made you sleep with him the next night if you didn't sleep with him last night? Nothing happened. I mean, y'all went on a date. He fed you strawberries. And I think that, like, when you make sexual comments or, certain things, I think that don't be, I think everything that comes out of her mouth and everything that kind of comes out of his mouth is like something sexual, and or underlying sexual, topic or whatever. Like the strawberry issue, like, you like dark chocolate, okay, whatever. um it's just, you're not connecting with him in any other way other than the things that you two make sexual. And then um his, little confessional or whatever, when he's saying that, he doesn't want to hurt anybody, but then he says, he's here basically to do him. He's not really there to learn himself or to, better himself. He is definitely there for TV, and he has no care in the world because he does not think Erica will leave him. And I think he thinks the only way him and Erica will break up is for him to break up with her. So he's going to do whatever he wants. Her telling him that there is no limits, on the things that he can do. If he was really trying to find himself, he would have limited himself. And because he didn't, it kind of shows what he is, what he's about. And I thought Julian was going to be the first person who cheated, but I definitely knew Kendall was going to cheat because he doesn't have, there's obviously going to be no repercussions from her. So I hope that she is strong enough to leave him. And Kendall's not going to do anything, but if he does leave with Alexis, that relationship won't last because he's going to then show her who he really is, instead of just, like he said, this is the guy's interview, when he didn't care how whatever guy was speaking to Erica, he felt that that was the guy's interview. He's going to see that, and Alexis is going to see that. Like, every time they go there, the man is saying, oh, well, that you don't want to be with a woman who does this, and she's limiting you, and he's limiting you. But when you actually see what the person who you feel like you're going to steal that person's significant other, you're going to actually see what that person was talking about. And you need to make sure that you are going to be able, like, strong enough to deal with it, or why waste your time? So I do think that Alexis and Kendall will leave together, but he definitely isn't going to stay with her long. So, by the reunion, she's going to be like, he broke my heart. I put my walls back up, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really have nothing else to say. I rambled on long enough. Peace.